Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review would be You Can't Run Forever. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into it. So let's go over the cast. So you got the cast, first starting with the lead protagonist of the film is J.K. Simmons, plays as Wade. Now, first time I seen J.K. Simmons was on the series Eyes, late 90s. It's that first time I seen him, and then from there, of course, we seen him in Spider-Man and the Daily Bugle, and he also is the does the commercials from Farmers. Dun, 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 dun. That's my interpretation of the sound. Then we got Fernanda Barola, plays as Jenny. Alan Leach plays as Eddie. Isabel Anyana plays as Miranda. Andres Velez plays as Deputy Morgan. Graham Patrick Martin plays as Deputy Dweller. Kevin Quinlan plays as Todd. Olivia Simmons plays as Emily. So that's pretty much the main cast. Everybody else is in there. They're just in there. So this movie takes off, right from the gates. Within the first 3 to 5 minutes, 3 people get killed. First scene, first 3 minutes draws you in, 3 people get killed. So they're at the restaurant, at the gas station. J.K. Simmons' character Wade is at the pumping gas. You hear this man with a dog. Dog is obnoxiously barking, and two men are sitting down in front of the gas station. He walks over to the man while the dog is barking. The man has some words with him for a quick second. He just pulls the gun out and just cap him with no dialogue, no storyline, just capped him. The 2 men that was sitting down, he went over to them, shot one, and the second one was like, "What are you doing this for?" He said, "Just because." Shot him and then walked back over, and then there was a female. She was out there, but she was kind of scared and she put her head down, and he didn't kill her. The man in the store, they caught eye contact. He didn't kill him, so he drove off. Meanwhile, what you have going on in another location, so you have a mom by the name of Miranda, Jenny, and a husband by the name of Eddie. They're concerned over Jenny's daughter named Miranda. She keeps climbing in this tree, and you find out she got something. She experienced a terrible event in her life, and this is how she copes. So Eddie is pretty much like, she's going to get through it. She standoffish. Eddie, he's the stepdad pretty much. And so Miranda is pregnant. No, Jenny's pregnant. I'm sorry. Jenny's pregnant. So they got to go off into town. They live out like in the wooded area and stuff. They got to go off into the town, and they thought it would be a good time for Eddie and Miranda to bond. So while they're going off into town, they stops Miranda. Well, Eddie's having a conversation with her, pretty much telling her that they're concerned with her climbing that high up in the tree because it's dangerous. They understand that she's trying to cope. She breaks down and cries pretty much, and you can tell she's still going through. You don't know what she experienced or what happened to get her to this point yet. So Miranda pretty much said, "I gotta go to the bathroom." They pull over to a rest stop area. They go use the bathroom. When Eddie goes use the bathroom, he comes in contact with Wade. Wade and have a brief conversation, and Eddie pretty much was like remote. And so Eddie left, went about his business. As Wade comes out of the bathroom, he sees Miranda, and he's like kind of weirded out when he sees her, and she walks off. So driving down the road, Eddie and Miranda's pretty much at this time talking with each other, and Eddie's telling her, he's gonna be here for her, and having that type of dialogue back and forth. Wade pulls up in a motorcycle, knocks on the window, and Eddie pretty much told him like, "Yo, we's doing something right now. Like, go about your business." And then Wade asks Miranda, "Are you okay in there?" And She told him to F off. So he pulled out a gun and Eddie peeled off at this time. When he peeled off, of course, Wade goes into action, follows behind him with the motorcycle. He shoots about 4 shots into the car. One of them did hit Eddie. Eddie um, veered off on the side of the road. When he veered off on the side of the road, he was bleeding. He pretty much told Miranda, tell your mom and tell my daughter I love her. So the mom is pregnant, Jenny is pregnant, and the daughter Emily, Eddie's daughter Emily, is coming in town to help. Now his daughter Emily, she's of age, she's in college, and um, he's on the way having a newborn with Jenny. So she's already made it to the house. At this time, Miranda runs out the car. She speds into the forest. Now, she's 16 years old. Well, I think she's about 16 on this film. She's about 16. Meanwhile, Wade comes in and he pretty much finishes Eddie off, kills him. So now we have 4 kills at this moment. So you like, man, 4 kills and we only probably like 36 minutes in, somewhere around there in that range. No, yeah, somewhere around there. And now Miranda's running off and Wade is now, he's sat in a car for a minute there and pretty much got Eddie's phone, looking at the history. And then he, of course, Wade does some perverted. He sees Eddie's wife, picture of Eddie's wife in the phone. He does some perverted stuff. Got out the car, decides that now he's going to track Miranda. He finally tracks Miranda. She's sitting down and he pulls up and said, you need some help? She threw some dirt in his face and she got to run off again. So meanwhile, she's trying to call, but of course they're in the mountains. She could barely get any connection to use her cell phone. So at this time, back at the home, the wife is getting concerned because they should have been back by now. The wife is there. She's there with Emily, and she's pretty much saying they're gonna be okay, but they don't know what happened. So finally, Miranda made it to the area where she could get service, and her mom didn't pick up or whatever. So she, at this time, left a message to her mom, pretty much telling her that some man shot Eddie. She's running in the forest, in the woods, and she don't know what to do. She's, hysterical and everything like that. The mom finally did get that message. So now the cops is now starting to track certain things. They're at the gas station, then they check the car on the highway, so the cops is involved. Meanwhile, so Miranda's out running through the woods and she hears a shot, but it wasn't from Eddie. It wasn't from Wade. So now I'm thinking it's hunters. I said, at least the hunters gonna put up a fight. Nope. The hunters is walking. Wade pops up. They're like, oh man, we could have shot you. He said, like this, boom, boom, killed the 2 hunters. So now we up to 6 kills. So then Miranda's keep running. Now she runs into a family that was camping. She runs into a teenager. His name Todd, and he tells him somebody's after her. He takes her back to the camp where his parents was camping at. They pretty much say, hey, we gotta call somebody. The dad says get the phone, and they start making phone calls and everything. And out of nowhere, Wade comes, shoot the mom first, shot her right in the face, boom, killed the dad, boom. Then Todd and Miranda ran off, and he shot some shots. So you think at the moment Todd is dead. So Miranda at this time now she's running off. So everybody's on a hunt. They pretty much got a sketch of what Wade looks like, but you don't know no backstory. Why what is he doing? So now at this time he's up to 8 kills or whatever. So you like, man, this dude is off the chain. He's taking people out. So he did 3 at the gas station, killed Todd. That's 4. The two hunters, that's 8. No, did I miscalculated? No, that's 6. My bad. The 2 hunters is 6. the parents, that's 8. So we're up to 8 at this moment. So now we at the point Wade is still on a hunt, and now it goes a backstory. So it gives you the backstory because what's happening is Jenny's doing research to trying to find out who Wade is. So she's doing her research. Now she catches a video online of him giving a speech. He's a professor, a business about business and stuff like that, cutting your losses and getting out before you fully take the hit. So it then taps into the actual lecture. So this is showing you the flashback. And one of the students pretty much said, you know, those who can't do, they teach. So he took offense to that. He pretty much shut the class down early, told everybody go home. And he told his, I guess his teacher assistant, his TA, to cut the rest of his office hours and just pick the lecture up. So he arrived home early. Of course, when he arrives home early, he sees a motorcycle in a driveway and goes into the house. And of course, he goes into the house. You already know what's going to happen. He see wine glasses. He see music playing. And somebody with a jacket, a jean jacket. He picks up the jean jacket with a gun inside of it. He grabs the gun, cocks the gun, and proceeds to go downstairs. All you hear is gunshots. Now, there's a neighbor outside. It's a neighbor outside watering her grass, and he comes walking from the side. And the neighbor pretty much say, man, I'm getting tired of the music, the loud music, and the motorcycle. Every morning, I'm hearing this motorcycle and the loud music. I'm getting tired of this. I'm going to call the cops. So that's basically saying every time he goes off to work, the wife is bringing in her lover to cheat. And so they're playing loud music and a motorcycle. He comes in on a motorcycle. So the neighbor is pretty much saying, well, you know, that's it. I'm calling the cops. So Wade shoots the neighbor. So you like, dang. Wade just getting off. So, but you know his reason now is because his wife cheated. And he pretty much saying, forget it. I'm just kill. So at this time, we up to 11 kills. The wife, her lover, neighbor. 11 kills. And so now it fast forwards back to present day. Miranda is still in the woods running. She runs into Todd, that his parents had got killed. She runs into him. She thought he was dead. He got shot, and the bullet went out, but he was still bleeding heavy. So they ran a little bit, and he pretty much was like, hey, you know, we'll be safe here because we hidden. And so she pretty much alluded to tell him like she had meds and why she had meds. And Jenny had the mom had already called Wade because he had Eddie's phone. Pretty much told Wade like, my daughter's been through a lot. Let her go. Her dad committed suicide. I just want to see my daughter again. So now we know Miranda's backstory as to why she was going through she had a mental event that was tragic for her. And so now the morning took place, and then Miranda was like, okay, let's move on. Come on, Todd. But by this time, Todd bled out. He died. And so now Miranda was on her own again, and she did her thing. She got this thing throughout the movie where she touches to calm herself down. She touches base with the earth and look around her and calm herself down. So she climbed a tree to see where she was at, to get a good view of where to run. And she started to run towards where she seen the town at, or what we look is the police station. Meanwhile, Emily had got her crew together. They met at the police station, and she's trying to find Miranda. So Miranda is yelling through the woods, and they finally it's like a showdown. They think that she's being chased because she's like, he's right behind me, but he wasn't right behind her or whatever. So she was running with somebody else. It was one of the Rangers, and she thought it was him. And they was on Gary have a shootout with each other. So now you don't know where Wade went to. But us just watching movies is thinking, okay, Wade is on the loose. Why didn't they have the mom? If he had Eddie's phone, he pretty much had Eddie's registration and insurance information. When he darted to the house, why they didn't have no protection at the house, why they didn't have the mom come and wait at the station and stuff like that. Who knows? She probably was staying there thinking Miranda would popped up, so somebody had to be there. So maybe that's why she stayed, but they still should have had somebody camping out at her home. So the way it looks is Jenny's home and she answers the door and she think it's Miranda, but of course it's Wade. Wade comes in and he pretty much not kidnap her. He ties her up and he makes a phone call to Emily. At this time, Emily is consoling Miranda. The cops is around and tells her that Jenny is going into labor and she's at the hospital and she needs you to go stop at home first to grab her stay bag and before you come to the hospital. So of course Emily does that. She has Miranda with her and they stop to the house. Of course no cops is accompanying them. So that's the part where you like, they could have wrote that better, but oh well. They show up, come in the house. Of course the mom is at gunpoint with Wade. Wade pretty much has them sit down with each other and he reveals that why he was attracted to Miranda is because she looked like his wife, his wife that he killed pretty much. And so Jenny pretty much gave Miranda a pocket knife. And at the right time, she stabbed Wade his hand to the table and he lost the gun. And he pretty much tossed Miranda, smacked Jenny. Of course, Jenny's pregnant, smacked her and tossed Emily as well. And so right when he went to grab the knife to finish Emily and Miranda off. When he went to go finish her off, he pretty much Jenny pulled the gun out on him. Had a brain freeze right there. She put the gun out on him. When she pulled the gun out on him, he pretty much told her, you better do what you got to do. And she did. She shot and killed him. And that's pretty much the end of the movie. They consoled each other. And then Jenny's water broke afterwards, after they was chilling together. And they was on their way to the hospital. Never shows the cops come and pick up the body or anything like that. It just shows them consoling each other. And then Jenny's water broke. The end. Pretty much a decent film. Out of my 4-star rating system, I give it a 2 out of 4 stars. If you happen to be it's a Lionsgate film, so I really don't know where this is going to pop up at. But whenever you see it on a streaming platform and you don't have anything to watch, take a look at it. You know, if you're looking for, he had a total of 12 kills. So he just went very savage in this movie. Probably was fun for J.K. Simmons just to go savage like that and just kill people at random, no real reason. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.